Which is better, the Samsung Galaxy A20 or the Google Pixel 4 XL? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my comparison between the Samsung Galaxy A20 and the Google Pixel 4 XL. Now clearly, going into this, I'm already aware that the Galaxy A20 is a budget phone and the Pixel 4 XL is a flagship phone, but that's kind of the point of the video, showing you how a budget device compares to a flagship. Now the Galaxy A20 is currently being offered factory unlocked for $160 on Amazon for the international version of the device. There's also a US specific variant for $249.99, which is quite a bit more, but you do get additional US bands. And this device is available on a variety of different carriers. This version of the phone is actually the Metro by T-Mobile version of the device. So I'd imagine if you want to save a lot of money on the Galaxy A20, go to your favorite carrier that offers the phone, and you'll be able to save quite a bit. Now the Google Pixel 4 XL is factory unlocked and is being offered for a starting price at $899. You can get the regular Pixel 4 for $799. And this is actually the Pixel 4 XL with 128 gigabytes of internal storage. And with that storage option, this device is available for $999. So you definitely have a bunch of different options with both phones, but generally, you'll be able to buy a bunch of Galaxy A20s for the price of one Pixel 4 XL. Now the Galaxy A20 features a 6.4-inch display at 720p with a 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio. The display on the Galaxy A20 features AMOLED technology. Now the Pixel 4 XL has a 6.3-inch display, so slightly smaller, and it features a 1440p resolution, it has POLED technology, and it has a 19 by 9 aspect ratio. So you can see, holding these two devices up next to each other, definitely the display on the Galaxy A20 is slightly larger, but they're actually pretty similar in size overall. What's funny too is that the Galaxy A20 has a bigger bezel on the bottom, and the Pixel 4 has a bigger bezel on the top. So in the end, you're really getting two phones that are pretty much the same exact size. So we do get a notch with the Galaxy A20, but it is a teardrop design and it's very small and unintrusive. And with the Pixel 4 XL, we get no notch, but we do get that large bezel on the top. Now with the Galaxy A20, we're getting an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and with the Pixel 4 XL, we're also getting an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. The Galaxy A20 comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage with SD card expansion, and the Google Pixel 4 XL features 64 gigabytes of internal storage with the base model, but you do not get SD card expansion. So you do get twice the amount of internal storage with the Pixel 4 XL, but again, you're stuck with that amount of storage. There is no expansion option. Whereas with the Galaxy A20, you can pop in a micro SD card and expand that storage up to 512 gigabytes. Now there is no wireless charging with the Galaxy A20, but we do get wireless charging with the Pixel 4 XL. With the Galaxy A20, we do get a fingerprint sensor on the back and we get Face Unlock, but with the Pixel 4 XL, we just get Face Unlock with no fingerprint sensor at all. So we'll try out the fingerprint sensor here on the A20, very quick there, and we'll try out the Face Unlock on the Pixel 4 XL, also very quick. So both options here for unlocking your device do work very well. So it's really up to you to decide whether or not you think it's important to have a fingerprint sensor, because if that is important, then that might be a deal breaker for the Pixel 4. Now both devices feature dual cameras on the rear, but there are some major differences. So with the Galaxy A20, we're getting a 13 megapixel main camera and a 5 megapixel secondary camera that is also a wide angle camera. And with the Pixel 4, we are getting a 12 megapixel main camera and a 16 megapixel telephoto camera. So if you're not aware, telephoto essentially zooms you in and wide angle is wide. Now you do get portrait mode with both phones, that's definitely a good thing. Let me give you an idea though of the benefits of having a wide angle camera. So I have this coffee mug right here. We're going to go over to the camera app right now. And this is with the standard camera, right? And now I'm going to switch over to the wide angle. And you can see how much more content fits into the frame here with that wide-angle camera. And it really is remarkable that we even get a wide-angle camera with the Galaxy A20, considering that it is a budget phone. So, like I mentioned before, there is no wide-angle camera with the Pixel 4 XL. However, the main camera is a little bit wider than your typical smartphone camera, so that's one benefit, I suppose. But what's cool is that with the Pixel 4, when you zoom in, at least to 2x, it switches over to the telephoto camera, so it's not a digital zoom, it really is an optical zoom here. So if you are a big fan of zooming into things more often than you are wanting to get a wide-angle photo, then the Pixel 4 might be the way to go. I know for me personally, I do prefer a wide-angle camera over a telephoto camera if I had to choose one over the other. However, definitely the best situation is to have all three options, a regular camera, a wide-angle camera, and telephoto. So hopefully for the successors of both of these phones, we will eventually get 3 camera modules. I've even heard that some smartphones are starting to offer a 4th camera that is a macro camera, but neither of these two phones offer that. Now I definitely encourage you to check out my full video reviews for both devices here on the channel, because you'll be able to see my photo and video samples from both of them. But I am very pleased with the quality from both devices. There's no doubt that the Pixel 4 has the better cameras of the two that give you the best results. But for the price, the Galaxy A20 does give you some great looking photos, I won't lie. The Galaxy A20 features 3 GB of RAM, and the Pixel 4 features double that at 6 GB of RAM. With the Galaxy A20, we're getting Samsung's Exynos 7904 processor, which is a budget processor. And with the Pixel 4, we're getting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, so that's a flagship processor. Now I did run an Antutu benchmark test for both phones, so you can see the scores here on them. With the Galaxy A20, I got a score of 109008, and with the Pixel 4, I got a score of 421487, so definitely a dramatically better score with the Pixel 4 XL here. And then you can see even for the CPU score, there is a dramatic improvement with the Pixel, because on the A20 we're getting a score of 23375, and the Pixel 4 is getting a score of 166643. Now in a little bit, I am going to be doing a real-world speed test comparison between these two phones, and I definitely think you'll find that to be interesting. Now video recording on the Galaxy A20 maxes out at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and video recording on the Pixel 4 maxes out at 4K at 30 frames per second. With the Galaxy A20, we are getting a beefy 4000 mAh internal battery, and with the Pixel 4 XL, we're getting a 3700 mAh internal battery. With the Galaxy A20, we're getting Android 9 Pie with Samsung Skin laid over. Overall, I think the Skin does perform pretty decent, but with the Pixel 4 XL, we're getting Android 10 out of the box here, and it's pretty much a stock version of Android. There are some tweaks that are Pixel exclusives here with the phone, but it is very close to stock and it performs super well. Now that we've talked about the specifications of these two devices, let's dive a little bit deeper into the hardware here. So I already talked quite a bit about the fronts here. Very different on both phones. Really curious to know which form factor you prefer. Now taking a look at the left side of these two devices, they both offer the slot for the SIM card, but then you do also get an SD card slot with the A20. Now with the A20, we get a plastic build here, and with the Pixel 4 XL, we get a metal band running around the sides, and we get glass on the back. Definitely prefer the premium build of the Pixel 4 over what we're getting with the A20, even though the A20 does feel like a pretty well-built phone. Then on the right side of the two devices, they both have the volume button and power button. Then on the top, they both have the noise-canceling microphone. And then on the bottom, they both have the USB-C port for charging and data transfer, they both have the microphone, they both have the speaker, but with the Galaxy A20 we do get a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now for this next test here, I want to see which device has the louder speaker of the two. So I have a decibel meter here, and what I'm going to do is set it to the max option so that it's able to get the maximum reading from each device, and then I'm going to play 10 seconds of audio with the volume on max on both to see which device really is the loudest. So let's start with the Galaxy A20. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the new CoolPad Legacy S. So let's get started. So I got a maximum of 107.4 on the Galaxy A20. Let's try out the Pixel 4 XL right now. So remember that, 107.4. Hi everyone, this is Kevin here, coming at you with my hands-on and first impressions video of the new CoolPad Legacy S. So let's get started. And you can see that with the Pixel 4 XL, I got a maximum of 110.7. So we do get a louder speaker with the Pixel 4 XL. However, I've got to say both devices are decently loud, so I'll give them that. Let's now do a speed test comparison between these two devices. Let's start by pulling up the camera. So 1, 2, 3, go. And it looks like it was about the same. Maybe the Pixel 4 XL was a little bit quicker, but both phones were quick at pulling up the cameras. Let's now go to Google Chrome. 1, 2, 3, go. And definitely a lot quicker on the Pixel 4 XL compared to the Galaxy A20. Let's now go to yahoo.com. 1, 2, 3, go. Looks like in this test it was about equal on both devices. Let's go to engadget.com. 1, 2, 3, go. In that test, it looks like it was quicker on the Galaxy A20 at first, but it looks like the Pixel 4 XL was able to catch up and was faster in the end. Also, take a look at both displays here to see how they compare with the clarity and colors. But with both devices, pinch to zoom is very smooth. That's good. Scrolling is smooth on both phones as well. Probably a bit smoother though on the Pixel 4 XL. We'll go to the top here. Let's go to this article right now. 1, 2, 3, go. And definitely a lot faster on the Pixel 4 XL for pulling that article up. So I'm really interested to know what you think about these two phones. Do you think the Galaxy A20 is the better value of the two? Or is the Pixel 4 XL the better value? Would you rather spend more and get higher performance? Or would you rather spend less and maybe have some compromises? Really interested to know your thoughts about the two phones. Let me know what phone you currently use right now. But this is Kevin here. This is the Samsung Galaxy A20. This is the Google Pixel 4 XL. And I will see you in the next video.